Hey guys, hope you're all well. Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Capricorn for September 2021. This can resonate with your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign. So obviously, please take or leave, take what resonates and leave the rest. If the reading does sound like it's more for you than it is for your person, just kind of flip the roles. But this is pertaining to kind of like your love interest. Obviously, just use your own discernment. So, oh gosh, bear with us with the poor shuffling as always. I know there's not very much left of September, but I had to wait. A few days to be able to get out some extra readings for you all. So I hope that these are okay. So let's have a look. What's going on for Capricorn? What's going on for Capricorn for love? Thank you. Chariot reversed. Capricorn. Oh, there's too many. Not sure if I can take that. Not going to take those. It's too big of a clump to come together. If they come out, then obviously I'll take them. Interesting that. Queen of Cups, the Sun. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Two more. The Hermit. One more. Two more, I guess. Three of Wands, Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Cancer or a Leo, or you have that in your chart, or even a Virgo here with the Hermit energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So all signs are pretty much here. Okay, I said that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, didn't I, with the Seven of Swords? I think I did anyway. So what I'm getting is that either you or your person, obviously this, I'm going to read it as you, I'm getting this sense that you may live at a distance from someone who makes you very happy, and potentially you may have gone through a very challenging situation, a home situation, like a family environment, something that didn't necessarily work out. Potentially, if it was a long-term relationship of sorts, it was kind of in it purely for financial reasons or practicality, and things just necessarily weren't moving forward. And potentially you may have had some sort of enlightenment that to go towards your happiness, regardless of how long you've kind of tolerated being in a particular situation, you want to feel fulfilled in your life, and you want to get to a point where any difficulties that you may have had, you want to be able to heal from that and put that extra kind of self-love into yourself to then be able to move on forward, like with victory and success, and then blessings coming in for you. This is exceptionally beautiful over here, this energy. So what I'm getting is predominantly either you or your person may have been dealing with a situation that may have not been feeling, that may have not been based on trust, potentially loyalty, and that's where, or faithfulness to do with a situation or a connection. And this is what could potentially have been the ending of a cycle, which could have been very debilitating if it was some sort of fleeting success I'm getting. And it's like you may have been with this person, or this person may have been with you predominantly because of financial, practical reasons. And now it's having the realization that in order for you to have victory and success and to move forward in love, it's like taking the time to heal yourself, to move on forward away from that, set boundaries and find balance between, you know, your head and your heart type of thing, and get to the point where, you know, you're feeling confident in yourself and that you can move on forward in this new kind of direction of happiness. And regardless of what difficulties there may have been previously, what challenges there were to do with a particular relationship or a long-term situation, that doesn't need to kind of hold you back from being able to find love in the future, regardless of the instability that there may have been previously. I'm just getting the sense that you will be able to follow your heart and move on forward, or there will be suitors coming in for you at a later date. Potentially there may be a tower moment, an epiphany or some sort with a breakup that's going to come to fruition. Something that necessarily wasn't working out, and it may have been testing of your resolve, your patience. There could have been a slight toxicity to the relationship or one-sidedness, and realizing that you don't have to be trapped in your head in a particular situation, and that what for the betterment of you would be to kind of go through the breakup and to get through it and to move on forward away from it, because it may not necessarily have been working out, and you know, it wasn't built on a solid foundation, predominantly with the Three of Pentacles in reverse and with the Four of Wands in reverse. You know, it's like having that question of like, well, why did we get together in the first place? Like, did it really work out? Was it you could have been, you know, on the same page romantically at one point, but then having the realization that actually there was dissatisfaction there. And it's about following your intuition to realize that you're now moving yourself on forward to go towards your heart, you know, your fullest content and your happiness, by leaving a situation that necessarily wasn't working out here with the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm just getting this sense that you may feel like if you wanted to stay in a particular relationship, or if your person wanted to stay in something, that there may be discussions on, you know, like, okay, well, how about if we communicate better with this way and that way, and, you know, we can eventually resolve something. But I just feel like the trust is gone, or something's not quite right in the connection. So therefore it's kind of like, well, okay, well, it just all feels like too much hard work, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to do all of that. And potentially, you know, it's the realization, well, we've got potentially a lot of debt and issues as it is, so why are we staying in this? Why don't we just, you know, we see the situation for what it is. We've realized that we both don't feel that great in this connection, like we feel relatively alone, and we should just go and have a fresh start, and if we have to do separate things, then I guess we have to do separate things. And with you having this particular mindset of moving on and finding your happiness, you will eventually find someone who is a true soulmate to you, and where you're in a position where you'll find new love and trust, and maybe even if not that, you'll just find this new sense of self-love in yourself and feel really strong and assertive and confident in yourself about what it is that you want in your life. And this in turn is allowing you to move on forward confidently and gallantly, I'm getting, like really just like optimistic. Like, you know, you're going to be at a point where, you know, if you do become single, or if you are going to be single, then potentially there will be a blessing that a dream partner may come into your life. You may live at a distance from each other, but I feel like, you know, eventually it would work out, and this in turn will allow you to, you know, be very happy. You'll be very happy at this point. But it's only because you've gone through something that's been relatively difficult, and it's now having this major reflection that if you have been in this relationship or situation for a long time, it's getting this recognition of like, okay, if this doesn't necessarily work out, it is what it is. It's ending of a cycle for a particular reason. It may not necessarily have been for my highest good to stay in it. So now it's the realization that things will eventually turn around in my favor, and, you know, who knows? Who knows? In the long term, you may end up meeting the love of your life at a later point down the line, because you've changed something that may not necessarily have been working out previously, because you followed your intuition and trusted yourself in knowing that if something's not working out for you anymore, that you're doing something that's for the betterment of yourself, which is really quite beautiful. So obviously this could be pertaining to you or the person that you're thinking of or feeling about or whatever, but you're having this loving nurture energy that's going to be coming in, because you've been taking the time for yourself. and just get to the point where you can, you know, just go with the flow. So what have we got here for the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards for Capricorn? What do you want to tell Capricorn? Heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together. And it kind of came out sideways and it landed here. So it's like this situation may have blocked you from opening up your heart to be with someone who's actually going to be genuinely like perfect for you. But what you're going to do is you're going to heal. Things are going to come to light. You're going to adapt. You're going to change because you're maturing and realizing that it's okay to have a fresh start. You know, it doesn't have to hold you back, and there doesn't have to be a block. But there's just something, there's just something that's kind of like, it's just something needs to be closed off. It needs to be finished. And look, that came out sideways as well as a block. Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling has a block, and restraint. And I've said that there's blocks here. And it came out sideways, and so did this. So this is another block. So potentially there could have been, this relationship could have been a codependent relationship, potentially financially, materially, family-wise, any of those, work even. There's just some sort of restraint, and it's like finishing off this particular cycle will allow you to move on forward. And, you know, it's going to be shocking when it does all happen, when it all kind of finishes off. Like, you may not be expecting that all this kind of change is eventually going to bring out something really beautiful for you. You may be so kind of like stuck in your mind, like, oh, things aren't going to move on forward for me because of the deception that may have been in the past, or difficulties, or like with any complications. You may feel like it's just not going to be able to move on, but you will be able to move on. You know, and even if you don't decide to go in a relationship with, you know, straight away, and you take some time to look after yourself, be single, and kind of just take a pause in your love life, you may get to a point where you just decide to like focus on your career or something that's for yourself, and, you know, you'll be very successful in that, which would be really beautiful. But I'm just getting a sense you'll leave an unhealthy relationship. I like you and wedding rings. I mean, this is something that could be coming in for you. You know, someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date, union, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So once this something has been finished off and closed off, you'll be able to move on from this kind of block that you may have been in. Ooh, the cards want to jump out my hand. Take one more. Oh, I can't take all that lot. Oh my gosh. Come on. Really? Okay. Kisses. Girl with a snake, and it kind of came out reversed with kisses. So potentially there could have been someone else in the mix. There could have been some sort of narcissist paradigm, empath, paradigm thing, being charmed or used, enabling boundaries. There may have been something that was relatively unhealthy, but there may have not been love there, because this kisses kind of came out reversed. So it's kind of like having this notion of realizing that there may have not been love in another situation. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. So there potentially could have been manipulation and gaslighting previously in another situation. So therefore, that's probably why it's been the best thing to kind of close it out and move on forward with something else. Picked up these deck of cards for the Romance Angels, broke up the deck, and we've got pay attention to the red flags wanting to poke out, codependency and healing family issues. So getting the sense that this home family situation has been needing to be fixed, so that it get eventually to the point where you're kind of independent and you can move on forward. or this is what's going on with your person. Obviously you can switch it all around. So what's going on for Capricorn, please? Oh, gosh. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Well, we kind of got that. Didn't we? What else is going on for Capricorn? Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. You deserve love. You are lovable. Wedding, and it came out reverse. Situation involves marriage, so you could be going through a divorce. If not, if you weren't married, then it could be like a common law kind of long-term, a common law marriage or something like that. I'm not totally sure what that is, but yeah, it's like you could be going through a separation of sorts, and it could have been incredibly painful. Look, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. But it'll be worth waiting for. Like when you've finished sorting out the finances, and as difficult as it may be, and it potentially is very frustrating, you'll get to the sunshine eventually, and then find someone who actually will be like, you feel like is worthy of you, and like of this beautiful kind of love and connection. But look, true love, and it came out reverse. This situation that you've been in wasn't with your true love. And it's about forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So it's like having the realization that, you know, it is what it is. It happened, and kind of forgive what happened. Forgive yourself, forgive this person, forgive the situation. You learn from it and go, okay, I've gone through that, and now that I've gone through that, I've become wiser, I've become stronger, I'm more independent, and I know more about what it is that I want for myself, and I have this beautiful healing done for me. I can have a fresh start. You know, this is actually genuinely quite exciting. There's a lot of really fantastic things coming in for me, and it's going to feel really beautiful. And I just feel the need to kind of clarify this. I'm going to clarify the sun for you, because that's so stunning. You know, you may even end up having a child, becoming pregnant in the near future with another partner. And, you know, and if you were married and you're going through a particular divorce, then you will eventually get to the point where you will find the right person who will be on the same page, and then get married. If that was something that was questioning, like, oh well, if I've been married before, will I ever be able to get married again? And most likely you will be able to. So why is the sun here? The sun upright. I mean, this is so stunning. And then you'll know, like, you're definitely with the right person. That's something else as well. Like, I'm really getting the sense, like, you'll have that knowing in every part of you that you are with the right person at a later point, because this other person was not the right person. What's going on with the sun? What's going on? It looked like the 9 of Cups in reverse, and then I saw the 3 of Swords, but it wasn't enough shuffling. So the 9 of Cups in reverse, so the light is being shone on the fact that potentially you may have not been satisfied previously, and if you were in another connection, it just lacked depth, and this could have been really quite heartbreaking. What's going on with the sun? For Capricorn. I just feel the need to clarify some extra cards for you. Capricorn, the sun. Yeah, you're going to be out of your head. You're not going to be trapped in your mind anymore. You're not going to be trapped in a situation. With the 8 of Swords in reverse, you're releasing yourself from an unhappy relationship. You may be getting cheeky messages coming in for you, some sort of news here with the Page of Wands. You know, new romance. Somebody who's really good looking, wanting to come forward towards you, and there's gonna be sparks flying, because you're gonna leave an unhappy relationship that was really quite painful here with the 10 of Swords, and move on and potentially find something really you know, fantastic. What else for the Sun? King of Swords. So the King of Swords is like you could have been going through a legal situation, but that will be coming to an end. Yeah, you're going to be able to reflect on your life here with the Seven of Pentacles and have something that's going to be like really cared for, you know, cultivated, something that's going to be nurtured. And you're getting this kind of enlightenment that you're going to be able to move on from anything that doesn't serve you anymore to something that's going to be a solid investment. Look at that, emotionally and physically moving on away from it with the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Like, you're going to be able to move on from things that don't, you know, serve you anymore. And then broke up the deck, and then we have the Death card, and there's going to be a whole new whole change. You've got to a point where you've grown through so much of this other relationship, and you're having the realization that predominantly you want different things for yourself, and you're going to see everything in a brand new light, and anything that doesn't serve you anymore is going to be going away, and you're going to be able to move on forward. And you know, it's going to be really beautiful. And broke up the deck, and we have the Fool, and you're going to have a brand new opportunity to take a real chance on love and feel young again, I'm getting, you know, and have this excitement in your life and feel grounded and secure again here with the Queen of Pentacles in a long-term situation where you're actually going to feel really secure in yourself. It's amazing, beautiful. So anyway, I know I'm gonna go through this anyway. The Soulmates in Separation, unspoken love messages. So this could be either you or your person. So obviously what they want to say to you or what you want to say to them. Let's just see what kind of messages come out and see what kind of resonates. If it doesn't resonate, you can just simply ignore them. What have we got here for Capricorn? I must admit that I'm longing for your touch and warm embrace. Shame on me, I put others before you soon after I realised they were of no value to me. I struggle with love and expressing it. It does not come easy for me. And one more. Ooh, okay, I guess you got two more. Allow me to work on me so I can work on us. I kept the wrong company around who interfered with this beautiful connection. And lastly, judgment. I'm making the decision once and for all to turn this around. So there could be some significant messages from your person or what you would like to say to them, etc, etc. So anyway, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed the reading, and I hope that it resonated, even if parts of it did. Please like, share and subscribe, leave us a comment. I greatly appreciate it, and we'll hopefully see you again soon. So take care and bye for now.